What's up, guys? Some recent draft picks like Patrick Mahomes, Connor McDavid, and Karl-Anthony Towns grow into superstars almost immediately. Other superstars need 1, 2, 3, or even 4 years until they finally reach their full potential. Patience is key. But in the case of some recent draft picks, we're running out of patience. There hasn't been much progress and time is running low on them to show us that they can still achieve greatness. I'm Jason Biondo, and today we look at 10 recent draft picks that look like absolute busts. Make sure to subscribe and put on your notifications because we post videos every single day. Every day's a new video, so you should definitely subscribe. Number 10, Dante Fowler Jr. The Jacksonville Jaguars drafted the Florida linebacker 3rd overall in 2015, hoping Fowler could be part of the very special defense they were building up. Well, the Jaguars have indeed built one of the NFL's most ferocious, dominant, and punishing defenses. But Fowler is no longer part of that. A torn ACL forced Fowler to miss his rookie season. He's gotten in trouble off the field as well, receiving a 1-year probation sentence for theft. After poor showings in 2016 and 2017, the Jaguars traded Fowler to the Los Angeles Rams at the 2018 trade deadline for 2 draft picks. If Sean McVay can't fix Fowler in LA, then expect Fowler to be out of the NFL for good. By the way, Jacksonville passed up on the future Pro Bowlers like Todd Gurley and Melvin Gordon. Yikes. Number 9, Jahlil Okafor. The Philadelphia 76ers thought Duke center Jahlil Okafor would be part of their well-documented process. They took him with the number 3 selection in 2015, and Okafor lived up to the hype in his rookie season. Okafor averaged 17.5 points and 7 rebounds per game. His rookie year was cut short because of a meniscus tear, and it hampered Okafor in his sophomore year. The 76ers gave up on Okafor, and the knee injuries continued, trading him to the Brooklyn Nets during the 2017-18 season. Okafor didn't produce much there, and he signed with the New Orleans Pelicans in the offseason. As Derrick Rose and Greg Oden would tell you, it's very, very hard for basketball players to bounce back from such knee injuries. Okafor is running out of time to get his career back on track, and he's looking more and more like a bust with each passing game. Number 8, Pavel Sokka. The NHL draft is shaping up to be as special as the legendary 2003 class. Guys like Connor McDavid, Jack Eichel, and Mitch Marner are set to dominate the NHL over the next decade. The league is in good hands, but Czech center Pavel Sokka, whom the New Jersey Devils took 6th overall, isn't looking like he'll be one of those stars from the 2015 draft class. Sokka scored a mere 8 goals and 24 points in his rookie season in 2016 and 17, then followed it up with 8 goals and 25 points in year 2. Not exactly great numbers for a top 10 selection in a stacked draft class. Sokka hasn't shown many flashes, and unless New Jersey is content with him putting up 4th-line numbers, he may not be in the NHL much longer. Number 7, Mike Williams. This pick was a head-scratcher from the get-go. The Los Angeles Chargers drafted Clemson wide receiver Mike Williams with the 7th pick in 2017. Williams played 10 games in his rookie year, catching just 11 passes for 95 yards. His 2018 season was okay, but not good enough to justify the Chargers taking Williams with a 1st-round pick. It's hard to succeed when Philip Rivers distributes the ball to so many different weapons. But hey, the Chargers have never been the best at drafting in the first place, so it happens. Number 6, Thon Maker. It sounds like a Terminator name. Thon Maker. Man, if this guy had lived up to expectations, could you imagine just how dominant the Milwaukee Bucks would be? As if dealing with Giannis Antetokounmpo was difficult enough for opposing teams, the Bucks drafted Maker with the 10th pick in 2016, believing the 7'1" forward would give them that big-time score they spent years looking for. But Maker has not been a star. Not even close, actually. The Bucks have used Maker as a bench player, scoring around 5 points per game. Not exactly jaw-dropping numbers. At least the Bucks got a steal later in the draft, selecting guard Malcolm Brogdon with the 36th selection. So they didn't come out of the 2016 draft completely empty-handed. Number 5, Corey Coleman. The Cleveland Browns had the chance to draft superstar quarterback Carson Wentz with the number 2 pick in 2016. But in typical Browns fashion, they screwed it up and opted to trade that pick to the Philadelphia Eagles, receiving a bundle of picks in return. Philly got Wentz, while Cleveland used the 15th overall pick in Baylor wide receiver Corey Coleman, even though they didn't have a suitable quarterback to feed him the ball. Coleman wound up playing just 2 years in Cleveland, totaling 56 receptions for 718 yards and 5 touchdowns. He was traded to the Buffalo Bills before the 2018 season, only to get waived. Coleman joined the New York Giants, but had an extremely unproductive year in the Big Apple. It's hard to imagine he's going to get any more chances at this point. Number 4, Dragan Bender. The Phoenix Suns have done a fine job building up a promising young core, led by superstar Devin Booker and 2018 first overall pick DeAndre Ayton. But the front office surely wishes for a redo on their 2016 choice. They took Dragan Bender with the 4th pick, passing on young studs like Jamal Murray, Jaylen Brown, and Buddy Hield. After shining in the Israeli league, Bender has struggled to transfer his skills over to the NBA. The Suns have treated Bender like a bench player, so they're only getting like 3 to 5 points per game out of him. Not exactly getting your money's worth. Number 3, Dylan Strome. About the star-studded 2015 draft class. So yeah, the Oilers got Connor McDavid with the first pick. The Sabres got Jack Eichel with the second selection. Who went third? Big center Dylan Strome to the lowly and long-struggling Arizona Coyotes. Strome played with McDavid and Jr., so expectations were just as high for the number 3 selection. The scouts thought Strome would be a true franchise center, but here we are some years later and Strome still hasn't amounted to much. The Coyotes can shoulder some of the blame for failing to develop him properly. I mean, they've wasted plenty of great talents after all, so, you know. Strome scored just 16 points in 48 games for Arizona in November 2018. They traded him to the Chicago Blackhawks, having given up on a player that was supposed to be the next great Arizona sports star. Number 2, Jameis Winston. Despite having well-documented legal troubles off the field, Jameis Winston was taken first overall by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2015. Winston was named to the Pro Bowl after a promising rookie year. He tossed 28 touchdowns in year 2 and led the Bucs to a winning season. Just when things looked like they were on the up in Tampa, everything fell apart. Winston had a frustrating third year and reportedly clashed with head coach Dirk Koetter. He was suspended 3 games in 2018 for allegedly groping an Uber driver. Winston lost his starting job to veteran journeyman Ryan Fitzpatrick throughout a frustrating 2018 season. Not good for a recent number 1 draft choice. So you got a very inconsistent QB with legal troubles off the field. The Bucs are going nowhere right now. You wonder how many more chances Winston will get to show that he's not a bust. Number 1, Markelle Fultz. The Philadelphia 76ers had their eyes set on Washington point guard Markelle Fultz. So they made a deal with the Boston Celtics, moving up from the number 3 spot to take Fultz first overall in 2017. But a shoulder injury along with a reported case of the yips derailed Fultz' rookie year. He played just 14 games and averaged a mere 7.1 points and 3.8 assists per game. Philly traded for all-star guard Jimmy Butler in 2018, a sign that they essentially gave up on the oft-injured and struggling Fultz. He's still young, but Fultz has to stay healthy, which is easier said than done. Not just that, but he has to figure out how to get over the yips and put the ball in the basket. Until that happens, Fultz is set to be one of the bigger draft busts in recent memory. Which other recent draft picks look like busts? Join us in the comment section below. Make sure to follow myself and Total Pro Sports on social media. We post great content all the time. At least go check out our profile. Just go check it out and be like, oh wow, that's a funny Instagram. Oh wow, I like that tweet. Just go check it out. I mean, like, you know, if you don't like us, don't follow us. But either way, we appreciate you. You know what we also appreciate? Likes. So make sure to like right down below. You just click it. It's one click. If you liked it, I mean, you might as well, right? If this is your first time around Total Pro Sports, make sure to subscribe because we post videos every single day. Every day's a new video. So you should definitely subscribe. Of course, thanks so much for watching. I'm Jason Biondo, and I'll see you later.
My knee.